Okay, what's up? My name is Sammy. I've been dropshipping on eBay for the last 7 years. And Garth, do you want to introduce yourself really quickly?
Yeah, I'm Garth, calling out of Brooklyn, New York. I've been dropshipping on eBay off and on for probably about 5 years, more off than on. I've been a member of Ecom Sniper now for since probably about February of not February. Actually, no. What am I talking about? We're in 2024 now. So I actually started in 2023. I don't know the exact month. So what I was saying
Hmm.
before was, so this account that I have now is my personal account. I've had it for, a few years. So I built it up now to the 10,000 listings. And I'm doing about between 700 and $1,500 of profit on that account
Gotcha,
every month.
gotcha, gotcha.
Okay.
With 10,000 listings, huh?
With 10,000 listings. Yeah.
So you said you're making 700 to 1,500, yeah?
Right.
It's a bit low. What's your markup?
So when I started using the Ecom Sniper, it was like, for me, it was like a learning issue. So
Mm,
I was kind of playing around with the margins, right?
mm-hmm.
Because I mean, we're listing,
Yeah,
hundreds of
yeah,
products, thousands of
yeah.
products. I'm playing around. So some products I had listed, after watching a few of your videos with Mark at like, a 70% markup.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
getting any sales. So most of the products are at a 65% markup.
Gotcha. Well, your sales must be strong then.
So yeah, I get about on a daily basis, probably about between 20 to 60 sales a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. That
Yeah.
that
Now,
I wasn't expecting
um,
that, man.
yeah, it's pretty up there. That's just the one account. The second account is really it's kind of slow because I'm still building it up. But I don't have the 10,000 listings on that one
Yeah,
yet.
but the 20 or 60 sales, it does not mean much if you're not making like a heavy profit on them.
Right.
If you're gonna do 20 to like there's like we have already figured out that like I have done 100,000 in revenue a month in the past, right? And that was because my margins were razor thin. Like if I put the price at like a little above break even,
Hmm.
right? I would be able to do like 100,000 in revenue a month. But but to be profitable like that, you'd have to optimize your back end heavily. Do you have any back end optimization?
What do you mean by back end?
Like cashback credit cards or something like that?
Uh, I do use one credit card on two
Mhm.
Amazon accounts. They actually no, two credit cards. They're both for cashback.
Gotcha.
Um,
Gotcha.
but I really don't even count the cashback. You
Gotcha.
know.
Gotcha. So what I would say the ideal situation would be the account that you have, like what's your listing limit on the 10,000, the one that you're doing 20 to 60 sales a day?
Um, so I can't
The
pull it up now, but
Did they make it
okay,
unlimited?
so it's $1 million a month
Hmm.
for
But did they remember they changed it recently? Like they unlimited a lot of people. Were you one of those people?
no.
Hmm.
No, I don't have anything unlimited. No, mine says actually, what am I doing? I'm online right now. What am I doing?
Yeah,
I'll tell
yeah.
you what.
Yeah, yeah, check that.
Yeah,
So there's gonna be
I'm
important information.
usually use my phone for everything, but yeah, I'm at my laptop right now. Let me just pull it up. So
And what's the revenue you're doing with 20 to 60 orders?
I got to tell you because what happens is
Like monthly.
I run promotions
Yeah,
every other day or every 2 days.
smart.
So to drive sales. That came from
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
your
It
videos.
works. It works,
It
huh?
works. It
Yeah.
definitely works. But again, some items I can get between, the profit margin is like $7 to $15. But
Hmm.
because I listed so many items, learning the software
Hmm.
at 50%, 40%, just trying to get that.
No, it's smart. Like I'll tell you why. Like so basically like the more orders you get, right? eBay sends you more traffic because they think your items are converting. So I wouldn't change anything at this point. What I would do would be that I would add more listings, but at 100% markup. Do you get what I
Mm,
mean? because your 20 to your store right now is optimized for conversions, so that's bringing in traffic. So let me tell
Right.
you like a little bit about the eBay algorithm and how it works, and I think you've seen it as well. Whenever you get a sale, have you seen that that same item sells again very quickly?
Yes, I wouldn't say I have a few items that just sell every day. Every day. Those are my go-to products.
Right, but they've like other people are probably selling it for cheaper. Like, have you ever did the research?
No, never.
More than likely somebody else is selling it as well, right? And the reason why that your one keeps selling is because your item got a sale, right? It got onto the top of search, and then somebody else bought it again, and then eBay extended your lease at the top of search for another 7 days, and then if you get another sale, it gets to the top for 30 days until if you keep, and then if you get on this like this domino effect, right? You kind of have these listings at the top of search almost indefinitely. Do you get what I mean?
Mm, yeah.
So it's not really about your price, it's more about if you're able to convert that listing into a sale, right? And and so here is like so that is the reason why like some items sell, some items don't, right? It's like if you build off the momentum. Like right now, if you deleted that item and you listed it again, chances are it wouldn't sell like how it is right now.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So it's more about like time and place than the item or anything else. There's ways to black hat, like to kind of like manufacture this. Like you could
right.
get another account and then purchase your own item, right? That
Right.
would go ahead and throw it to the top of search. But
Drive
I don't
sales, right?
recommend this stuff because you know what's gonna happen is like eBay is gonna find out. People have done this in the past, right? And if unless you have the infrastructure built around it, you shouldn't attempt anything like that. But there's ways to
Yeah.
game the system for sure.
Yeah, that's not something I'm ready. Not at
Yeah,
this
no,
point
no,
right
no,
now.
no, 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 not at all. Not right now at all, because this is a bit above our pay grade. But what I'm trying to what the other thing that I want to mention, like let's say you sold a table, right? Let's say a patio table. What
Okay.
eBay does is it's gonna recommend the same item. It's gonna put it at the top of search. However, it's gonna put all your patio tables in your list and all the items that you listed, all of the patio tables that you listed, those are gonna rank higher at the top of search because you have sold a patio table. Because eBay is saying that okay, this guy is putting out patio tables that convert. So let's go ahead and boost the patio tables that he's converting that he's listing up to the top of search. So that means that if you go ahead and like let's say you sell a basketball and you have a whole bunch of variations, right?
Hmm.
You might see that this basketball is gonna sell, then another one, then another one, then another one. And because eBay works like that, it promotes the items in the same category. It all and
Okay.
at a secondly, it also promotes the rest of your inventory, right? Not as much as the same item, like the same category, but it promotes everything in the store. So so putting this all together, your store right now that's getting 20 to 60 orders a day. If you go ahead and list items with 100% markup moving forward without changing this, right? These items are gonna act as traffic items that are gonna bring in like that are gonna boost the rest of your store. So those items are gonna start selling instead. Do you get what I mean?
Okay. I
The,
do understand. Now, the question I have is,
Mhm.
and I think I might have posted this in the group, but I didn't get an answer.
Yeah.
Now, the course talks about 10,000 listings,
Yeah.
so I have the premium store,
Mhm.
I get the 10,000 and I just stop there. Now, as I look at my allowance here from eBay, I said it's $1 million a month, and it's actually, what does it say, a million, and then the amount that I could list is 310,000 products. Is that what it means?
Yeah, like but then a million, like how much of the million have you used though? At 10,000 listings, it should almost be done.
Yeah, no, the 10,000 listings is up. But out of the million,
The dollar limit,
um,
how much have you used?
well, it says here 400. I mean, this must be what's left. 481,000.
Hmm.
Yeah, 481,000. And it says
Gotcha.
my quantity though is 12,284.
Yeah.
So, some listings are one quantity and others are like two. I never list any more than two available.
Right. I think you told me you're the one who wanted the increase the quantity from one to like one instead of one to three.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
eBay gives you
Yeah.
that red, it gives you that red thing that says last
Yeah.
one available, which helps the customer kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
impulse buy.
Let me add that for you. It's I think I finished it. I just had to like release the update. So increase quantity three to or give you the option how many you want to do. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna add that for you. Regarding that, um, I know what you're asking. You're saying that, hey, can I post 25,000 listings instead? Instead of
Right.
the premium store, can I get the anchor store? And the answer is yes. Other people have done it, right? And actually, it's the same formula. The more items you list, the more sales you're gonna get, right? There's no real like cap on your, eBay account. However, what I would say before you go down this process,
Hmm.
right? There are like risks associated. There's a reason why I don't recommend 10,000 or more than 10,000. It can be done, but if it's gonna be done, it has to be done strategically, right? And I'll explain to you the reason behind why we stop at 10. So the first reason, right, is for well, tell me what is your revenue that you're doing a month with those with your 10,000 listings?
Uh, Not sure how to pull that up on here.
Like go on your sales and like my eBay selling and then the chart. It should say the 31 days.
My eBay.
And
Okay,
the
I'm in the sellers hub.
yeah, and then scroll down, there's a chart. It should be showing you 7 days, 31 days, 91
Uh,
days.
am I under store or because
Yeah,
my seller hub has orders, listings,
yeah, yeah.
marketing.
Yeah, yeah. Summary. On the summary.
Mhm. Store.
So
Um, oh, performance. Okay, summary. Okay, here we go.
yeah,
All right, so I'm looking at 30 days?
yeah, yeah, exactly. What did you do in 30 days?
30 days, 20,791.
Okay, so 20K, so basically 21K. So these are like dangerous to work with.
Mm,
The reason why is because like it's easy to get MC011, right? I wouldn't grow this store at this point, like just because like if you're gonna grow it, it has to be gradually, right? 21,000 in revenue is something that eBay fears. Like,
mm,
well, maybe because you had a brand more newer account. I mean, an older account, right?
right.
Like this is a more older account, more established. Have you sold things in the past?
Oh yeah, I used to drop ship. This account I used for drop
Gotcha.
shipping before,
Gotcha.
but I just kind
Gotcha.
of slacked off and just kind of left it alone
So
until I
that
found you guys.
gotcha. So that account can do it because it's seasoned, but
Right,
if you did what you just did with 21,000 on a new account, right, it would get the MC011. It's too high of a sales, right, to go ahead and do that. So that's why we have to focus on higher profits and lower revenue, right? Just so
gotcha.
that we keep eBay like off our tail. That's kind of like the main reason. So that's the first reason, right? Like if you go ahead and you do like 25,000 listings, like the formula is simple. The more items you list, the more you'll make. There's no question about it. What we just do is we go ahead and spread that risk out or those listings out across like 10 accounts, 20 accounts, 30 accounts, right? That's all it is in the end of the day.
Gotcha.
Um, so that's the first risk thing. So to avoid the MC011. The second reason is if you're gonna like you're familiar with the Vero violation, right? You probably got a ton.
Yes, not
Yeah,
a ton, but yeah, I'm
here and
familiar with
there.
it.
Here and there,
Yeah,
yeah. Let me ask you this. If you posted a million items right now, how many Vero would you get in a day?
huh, too much.
You'd
I'll
get
probably,
suspended instantly.
yeah, definitely.
Like because if you get like you've seen it, the first one's a warning, second one is 1 day, the next one is 3 day suspension, after that 7 day, and then 1 month, and then permanently suspended. You know what I mean? So if you get Vero after Vero in succession, then your account is toast, right? There's
Right.
no recovery after that. I mean, you could email the brand and stuff and recover it, but it's a lot of hassle at that point. So
Yeah.
that is the second reason. Like with 10,000 listings, like if you posted all 10,000 at once, It's generally safe. Like we are like working on like ecom sniper removes the title from the brand. I mean the brand from the title, the item specifics, it purges it. We still get hit sometimes with like some dumb keywords like pull-ups or Velcro or something that comes into the title. Some things that like we have to kind of keep building off of. We try to keep
Right.
the images different, but that threat still exists today. So if you went ahead and posted 25,000 items all at once, you could potentially get three Vero at the same time and your account is toast. The safe way of doing the 25,000 would be not to go ahead and post all 25,000 at once, but to like, let's say you post 1,000 items, you wait a month to see if you get any Veros, and if not, you're good to go. You post another 1,000, and then you build up to the 25. Do you get what I mean?
Yes. Yes. I also follow, with the both accounts, I follow the strategy you and Mark laid out, which is, kind of on my settings for the app or
Hmm.
for the software, I keep it low, 5 stars or 5,000 ratings, below 5,000 ratings.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Good.
go for high ratings or anything like
Yeah,
that because I
yeah,
feel like
yeah,
that's when the zeros pop up. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe
Me
I've had
too.
3 zeros after all this time and all these sales.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha. If you do it like if you do the over 10,000 and stuff, you're looking at like getting like Louis Vuitton bags, all these kind of stuff,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. It's good. No, it's good. That makes sense, yeah. So your second account, tell me about that one, yeah?
The second account, because this account was so active, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was really intimidated. I was like, you know what? If I start this second account and this one starts getting active, first of all, I need the time to be able to place orders. I'm doing all this by myself.
No way.
I'm working overnight. I come home in the morning. I take my laptop to work. I'm doing everything. I really started going very slow. So, I'm like listing maybe 100 a day, if that much.
Gotcha.
Not because I can't list more, just because it's almost like I can't take on that much work right now.
That's funny,
Uh,
man. Yeah.
so
Like
let's
you
see.
need an employee. That's the next step.
Yeah, I don't know how
That
to get them. you
okay,
know,
so
um,
So let me okay, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna give you an employee. How about that? Like
okay.
somebody that so that seems to be like you're clearly at that level at that point right now where you need to go ahead and like get someone because you need to keep building. You need somebody
Yeah,
to work on your business like 8 hours and 10 hours a day. Like the reality is, dude, like the moment you start doing this full time, like doing the orders and stuff, think about it this way. You could have spent all that time scaling or building your business, right?
right,
But or
right,
learning about like the IPs and static IPs, the modems and stuff like that. But because you did all the orders, those are repetitive things that did not progress you, right?
right,
That's just a job, right? In this business, right, you have to keep building. You have to keep acquiring knowledge, right? So you should not ever do anything that's repetitive, right? As an owner, as a business owner, you should be doing something challenging, something new every single day. That is how you
right.
grow this business. You get what I mean?
Yep,
Otherwise, you just create
understood.
a job. So
Yeah, understood.
good, good. So next thing is I'm gonna try to put you. So this is how I refer people, right? I have a team that I've been working with for 7 years, right? The only people I ever hire is my employees if they have like family members, like siblings or uncles or cousins or friends or something like that. I always hire within my network. I never
Gotcha.
hire someone with two of these things. First, if they're outside my network, and secondly, if they have experience. You know what I mean? Because you do not want someone with experience. Otherwise, they're not moldable. You want someone
Mm.
to learn and grow with you. And so this is just I'm gonna give you some advice on how to go about having a VA. Have you had a VA in the past?
Yeah, yeah. I've used some
How was it?
VAs, from the Philippines and stuff like that to, scale,
Hmm.
try to scale my previous account. Because like I said, I think I might have told you before that
The dropshipping,
um,
huh?
yeah, I started off with market stuff like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was good. It was good. I was using Auto DS,
gotcha.
so very easy. They logged in. They put up products. That's what I really hated was like the products,
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
the research and putting up the products. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
for sure, for sure.
um,
Tedious
once I
process,
found
yeah.
this software, I didn't need a VA to put up products because I
No.
found this software.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. So why did you follow, like what happened? What was the end of that, that story?
The story being why I stopped.
Yeah.
Uh, why did I stop? I wasn't making money. I just wasn't making money. It became the VAs were,
Were you losing
you know,
money?
so yeah, I would say I was losing money. I wasn't making the money. I couldn't get the products up fast enough.
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
did it previously years past. I did have an eBay account shut down. That kind of
Hmm.
depressed me because I made so much money off of it. Um, and I
Yeah.
kind of went through a little depression, like maybe this business is not for me. And then I decided to start it back up again because really the only business have been successful on online.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
some of it was fear and not understanding the kind of like the entrepreneur journey,
Yeah. True.
the ups and downs and accepting the ups and downs and finding ways to overcome it. So
True.
all a
No,
learning experience. That's why.
no, I hear you, man. Like that experience that you had, that's like the reason why you're gonna make it this time. Because otherwise people are going through that same journey, that they're going to run into those same problems, but when you experience the problems, right, and if you're going to see them again, now you're well equipped to go and deal with them, right? So regarding the VAs, right, what was the relation you had with the VA at the time?
Just nothing. No, I wouldn't even call it just boss and I guess worker. Nothing personal. Just I got
Yeah,
this VA from a Facebook group.
gotcha.
Just kind of did a general interview. Have you worked on eBay before? Have you used this software before? How much
Gotcha.
is it going to cost me to get a certain amount of products up every single day? Um, and that's it. That's
Gotcha.
it.
Gotcha. No, I hear you. I hear you. So this is like a very important note about having a VA. Having a VA, so basically a VA is your team, right?
Right.
And your team will determine your success on the platform. Like this is like unequivocal truth about this, because hiring somebody, the person that you hire, right? They are responsible for the life of your eBay account, right? They're doing the customer service, they're doing the orders, potentially they're doing like the upselling of the customers and listing the products, right? The person that you hire, if they don't take care of your account will get suspended, right?
Mhm.
And you're finished. So that means that hiring someone, right, the most important thing is you need somebody you can trust.
Right.
Period. Like it's not even about trust. Like we have to understand, like we all work jobs here, right? We've done it in the past. We understand how it feels to be like an employee, right? Right now, like how much loyalty do you have to your job?
I'm loyal because they pay me.
Yeah, they pay you, right? But do
Yeah.
you like would you go above and beyond?
No, no, absolutely not.
What could your boss do for you right now that would make you like let me give you a scenario, right?
Right.
Let's say I'm like, hey Griffith, right? Like I'm like, hey, I'm working on this, right? Just believe me, I'm gonna take you along the journey with me. Once we make $1 million, right? I'm gonna make sure that I take care of you, your family. I'm gonna buy you a house. Like just man, I just need your help, yeah? How would you feel?
Yeah, that's not a bad proposition as long as I know you're gonna live
If
up to your word.
Yeah, yeah, like that's what it is, right? In the end of the day, right, the people who are working for you, right, they're gonna come in with the same mentality, right? If you're somebody that they want to follow down, because remember, when a VA works for you, they sometimes they work for years. Like my guys have been working with me for 7 years now, right? Right? You are the leader of this group, of this team, right? And for someone to work with you for 7 years, right? They could have been studying something else, starting at their career. You're taking a lot of time from them where they could have built something else. So they're
Right.
here with you because they think that something's gonna happen, right? They have their base pay, whatever, right? But we're working on a dream. You need to make sure that your team is with you on that ride, right? You shouldn't be aiming Like as an entrepreneur, when you hire people, right? Your goal is not to make 6,000 anymore, right? We're gonna make $1 million. Once we do it, guys, I'm gonna make sure that all of you, your families, everybody, right? I'm gonna take care of all of you guys. Like poverty is gonna be a thing of the past for everybody here that works with us. Everyone that started, we're gonna break bread together. Do you get what I
Mm,
mean? You need to have that mentality when you're hiring a VA, right? That is how you get people who are gonna, they have an 8 hour shift, they're gonna stay 20 hours when the problems come, right? They're sick, they're gonna come into work because they care about the mission, right? They
right.
know they're here for a purpose. It's not because they're getting an hourly paid. This is just the beginning for them, right? One day, right, all my work is gonna come into fruition. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I understand that.
that you need to cultivate that attitude, that mindset. So that's why when I hire somebody, never do if I ask them, do you have experience? If they say yes, okay, bye. They're not moldable,
Mm,
right? You need somebody who has a blank canvas, right? And then you tell them your dreams, right? Your VA is the person that you're gonna be in contact with the most in this business. You're gonna be talking to them on a daily basis, right? You're gonna be talking about this business, things like that. They're human beings just like you and I. They're maybe the only difference between us and them, right? They have degrees, everything like that is right. Our birthright, quote unquote, right? We're born in first world countries where we
right.
have like our currency is worth a lot more. That's the only difference, and that's the reason why we can hire them. Nothing else. We're not special. We're not anything like that. Do you get what I
Mm,
mean?
yeah, I understand that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So with that being said, like so just to recap, like your team that you build, right, that is gonna be right what determines right your entire success. Make no mistake, this business is not something that you can take to the moon by yourself. It was never the case. If you want to make $2,000 or whatever, 3,000, you can do it yourself, but you just created a full-time job. You know what I
Right.
mean? Customer service, doing the orders, you made a full-time job out of yourself. When you hire a VA, all of a sudden, like they can do all of that, and now you can scale your business, right? Somebody's gonna work 10 hours, but you need them that quality 10 hours. You need someone who cares about your business. And the
Mm,
only way someone will care is if they're part of the business, if there's a mission that they're joining you with. Do you get what I mean?
gotcha. Yeah, absolutely.
So
I think that's called a mission statement, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And remember, like that you have to make sure you liberate them as well. Like you aim for $1 million, you're making sure that I'm gonna give you 100,000. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna buy you a house. I'm gonna make sure that you're financially free because everybody wants that, right? You can be the liberator for somebody else. We're men. We're providers, right? That's what we
Mm.
enjoy to do the most, right? If somebody comes up to us and tells us they're gonna provide for us, what would you do? Would you want that, or would you want to do it for yourself?
No, I want to learn how to do it for myself.
You
Yeah.
want to learn exactly, right?
Yeah.
So we are providing is the most valuable thing that we can do for somebody, right? Like they in that sense, like they want to be the like if you tap into that feeling for them as well, like look, I'm gonna like let's do this. Help me manage 10 eBay accounts, whatever. Like I need your help. They're gonna help you do the entire thing. You get what I'm saying, yeah? And
Gotcha.
make sure that they are taking an active piece of the pie. Like don't just stick them to hourly. Make sure that you're giving them bonuses, like you're rewarding them, like and you're letting them know that the big payouts are gonna come soon. And you keep your promise as well.
Right. Right.
This is what I'm trying to say. So so this is why like I will ask my team to find somebody with a blank canvas. You talk to them and you build a relation to see where you're at. Or you can even like find somebody like the best thing is just you can always post in these group chats and then just interview people until you find somebody that you like.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people like in the end you just need a relation with somebody, right? Have someone you can have a conversation with.
Now, let me ask this question
Mhm.
about the VAs, how you do it. So, with the other software, they had a backdoor, to my eBay account where, they weren't in the actual VAs, they were actually logging in through the software,
Mhm.
but, uploading through the software will upload to eBay. This software doesn't have that function.
Good
So,
point.
So what do? You just I know eBay has a function where they
No,
allow,
no, we have a simpler way. Do you know what
Okay.
TeamViewer and AnyDesk is?
Yes.
So I just give them the team viewer of a specific computer where their eBay account is logged in, and they connect in and do the work from there. We don't ever log
Okay.
in to once an eBay account is logged in on a computer, you don't change it. You don't do it again. You don't log out,
Mm,
you don't log in, because that introduces like friction that is can be avoided. You know, like you might
gotcha.
get like some weird messages like this device was unauthorized or a suspicious activity or something like that. We want to avoid all of that stuff, yeah?
Gotcha.
So
All right.
yeah, get somebody, put them into so this is like the biggest priority you have to do. Like you need to put somebody on, like even if it's gonna take a hit of of your profits, you need to free up your time, right? And then
Yeah.
you need to, when that time is freed up, right, you can go ahead and, like focus on scaling. Like at this point, you should not be doing anything else besides building. Every
Right. This is
decision
what I
you
want to
make,
do.
yeah, every decision you make, every thought you have, it should be purely on. That's exactly what I do. That's what Mark does. Everybody who runs this business successfully, we don't do any of the labor, like at all. Like my whole, like right now I'm managing about 25 accounts. I don't do any of the labor at all. Like all I do is I focus on how do I scale, how do I optimize. Let me call my bank, see if it's easier to get a bank account. Let me call my ISP, see if it's easier to get internet, right?
Mm,
Let me search for a cheaper stuff. How to optimize and grow. That is you're the owner, that's all you think about. You get what I mean?
yep.
So
Understood.
good. So that's the transition that you have to get to. So so either you find an employee, or you go to like hit me up or something. I'll recommend one. You don't have to get the guys I give you, but they are like gonna be from my network, so it's a good starting place.
Right.
And but there's no wrong way. But that's the first thing you gotta do. So the second thing is your second account. How many listings do you have? Yeah,
Second account has let's just pull that up. Second account, um, 3,649.
3,649. Okay. Um, all right. And okay, so that one like you just have to build it to 10,000. There's no secret here. Like you said, you had so you need to get for your first goal of 6,000, which is a good goal. We talked about having the IDs briefly and stuff, right? At this time, you're like you said you have like your wife's and your son's ID, right?
Right.
Who are the two accounts right now under your name?
Yeah.
Okay. So since you've already started with your name, don't use your wife's, don't use your son's, right? We're gonna preserve their names for you to get to like 10,000, $20,000 in profit a month. Like
Okay.
when you're ready to take the step, the jump to make like from 6,000 to like 20,000 a month, you're gonna need IDs. So you don't want to use them right now, although in case it goes wrong, right? So you want to go ahead and reserve them for your like 30, like your $1 million plan. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So where right now, what you're gonna need to go ahead and have a third account to get to the $6,000 a month in profit, right?
Okay.
Do you know? Do you how what the IP addresses for the two accounts that you have, are they the same IP address?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, they're on
Same,
the same laptop,
my
you
guy.
know.
You gotta watch the course, yeah.
Yeah, no, you know what? I
It's not
had the
good.
accounts. I didn't even know I had the accounts.
Okay. Okay,
You know.
that's a bit different. If you had the
Yeah.
accounts, that's fine. If it's on the same laptop, the first thing you want to do is you want to separate them, because you need both of them to be like on two different computers. Don't put it on different IPs because it's too late. It's already on the same one, so just keep it there, right?
Okay.
Go ahead and get a separate laptop so you can go ahead and remote into both of them. You have your main computer, and then you have
Right.
two additional laptops that you can remote into. Do you get what I mean? You put TeamViewer
Yes.
on AnyDesk. If you're able to remote into them, your employees are going to be able to do that. Do you get what I mean?
Desk. Yes.
Okay. And
I
then
mean, I do have one other laptop. You know, I followed the course. I cleaned it.
good.
You know.
Very
wiped it.
good. Very
So
good. Very good, man. So
we're ready to
so
get that used.
we're gonna keep it simple for the third account. You're gonna need one more laptop. Do you have any family in the States, like around you? That in
Not around me, no.
like how far? What's the nearest?
Florida.
Oh, I don't know. Like how far is that? Like, it's not
Well, I'm in
far.
New York. I'm in New York.
Yeah, it's not
So
far.
Florida. Yeah, it's far. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have any friends or something that you can put a laptop in their house and use their internet?
Like go to their house to use the internet.
Like you just set
Uh,
up a laptop. The reason why is because like we should be using all the resources you have first, right?
okay.
Use your family's internet, right? Set up a laptop over there that once you put in TeamViewer or AnyDesk, you can remote into that computer. Do you get what I mean? You don't need to buy the static IPs yet. The static IPs are like it's much easier to set up a laptop at a friends or families than getting the static IPs right now. The static IPs is the solution to get to like $20,000 a month in profit. If you're gonna go for 6,000, we go with the path of least resistance. Does your wife have anybody that they can set up a laptop?
So when you mean set it up, you mean set it up and leave it there and
Leave it
like
there,
work.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm. I'll have to figure that one out.
yeah. Like that. Like I would say that like the reason why I say that is because if you get another internet, right, you're introducing a new cost to your business, which is going to be
Right.
like $100 a month or so, or $50 a month or whatever. Static IPs, if you get it, it will be like $100. You get five, but right now, I think you said you're making 700 to 1,500 on one account, and the other account is building. Like, it is not appropriate to introduce costs or expenses to your business model yet.
Mm,
Like you should have a lean operation, right? You should have something where your costs are as low as possible, right? Make as much as you can. Once you have a income coming in, that's when you can go ahead and comfortably like start spending more. Right.
okay.
At this point, I don't feel comfortable for you to like invest in like a contract in like static IPs or anything. I think you should use you only do this if you don't have anybody you can set up a computer at. Like, do you have somebody or no? Like, does your wife have
Probably
somebody?
not.
Hmm.
Probably not because you're talking about. I mean, in order to grow the store, you'd have to go there every day. Get it.
No,
Use the
no, like
software.
once the computer is online, it stays online.
Oh, 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 I see what you mean. Just use the AnyDesk.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
Exactly. If it's not
I
an
can,
option, don't get me wrong. Like, there's ways to go about it, right? I'm just saying that if you do have the resources, use them.
yeah, a lot of times, man, with me, I just like to just not even have to depend on people. I don't even want to think about, oh, it could be over here and somebody kid might touch my laptop or you
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. If that's the case, so you're gonna need to go ahead and get static IPs, right?
Yeah, I prefer to do that.
Who's
I'm
your
like
who
I don't even know what that is, tell you the truth. I've heard it in the course, but I don't know what it is.
no worries. I'll tell you that right now. Static IPs is right now who's your provider, your internet provider?
Using a local company, Cablevision.
Cablevision. Okay,
Yeah.
call them up, right?
Okay.
And tell them that, hey, I need static IPs, right? And do you guys offer it either for my residential line or for my business, right? I have a home business, right? So what static IPs is, right? I think the word static, like forget about that. What it means is you have one modem, right? And
Hmm.
right now your modem has only one IP address. You know what
Right.
IP address is?
Yeah, I don't know what the IP stands for, but I know what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So you're me too. I don't know what it stands for, but one modem has an IP address. When you have a static IPs, you can have more than one IP in one a modem. Do you
Okay.
get what I'm saying? So that means
Yeah.
that your one modem now has five IP addresses.
Okay.
So that means you can make five eBay accounts.
Right.
That's
Um,
what static IPs is. So I would say call up your internet company, right? Like try to get it cheap, right? Tell them that hey, I need static IPs, and then what's the cheapest I can get? Like if like they should give you like at least 5 for like minimum $100 or $50 or something. Just purchase it, and then they'll give you either in the same modem or on another. They'll give you another modem, and then you hook it up, yeah, or they'll send someone to install it.
Okay.
Once you get the static IPs, what I would say is, you're gonna have to set it up, right? Setting it up is beyond the scope of this call, right? What I'll do is like, you get your static IP, you call me up, right? I'll help you set it up. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So you don't have to worry too much about like the tech side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not too once you get the hang of it, it's not too difficult, right? There's like just a few things you just have to do, and it starts working.
Okay.
Um, After that, but before you do that, you're gonna need your computers. Like you're gonna have to have you need to have a separate laptop or computer for each of your eBay accounts, right? The first two you said this, they're on one computer, right?
Yes.
So you need to separate them, one on each. And then the third one, if you get a third, you need to get a third laptop, right? And then from there, after you get the third laptop, you should call up your internet company to get the static IPs. Just another IP address that comes into your house. And then from there, we're gonna go ahead and create an eBay account under your name again, but we're gonna use a trick, right? And I'll talk about that trick on another call. Like
Okay.
once you get the prerequisites, right? We'll talk about it, like what you need to do for the next step. But so to be able to get to that next step, the first thing right now, it seems to me, you need to get somebody to free up your time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get an employee, and like they don't have to work 8 hours, they can work 4 hours right now. Just tell so the way I like to hire somebody is, hey, I'm gonna put you on 1 month probation. It's gonna be 4 hours a day, right? I'm gonna evaluate your work, and then we're gonna see what happens, and then we're gonna give you a permanent position after a month. So that way you get to get somebody, and you get to for 4 hours a day for the first month, and then they build to full time after. You know what I mean? It's a
Yes.
nice, clean, professional way of going ahead and introducing, like, they don't know that you just want to get them for 4 hours right now. This is kind of a trick I use. Some because everybody wants to be hired for full time. If you tell somebody I'm gonna hire you part time, and you don't give them the hope of full time later, then they're not gonna take it seriously, right? But if you go ahead and tell them we put you on probation, right now you can pay them less, right? You can, instead of like $3 an hour, you can tell them $2 an hour. Why? Because you're on probation. It's not
Probation.
forever.
Yeah.
This is a probationary period. And then we are only gonna give you 4 hours a day for the first month, and then after 1 month, we can or 2 months, we can renegotiate your salary based on performance. Do you get what I mean?
Yep. Understood.
Yeah, so that's how you want to go about it. So that's the main priority for you right now. And then you just go ahead and you continue your learning, you do your calls, and you build your business, yeah?
All
And
right. Sounds good.
the last thing I'm gonna do for you is like I'll tell you after the call. I think so I think we have a plan moving forward, yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
good.
writing everything down.
Good. So do you have any questions regarding what you have to do?
Um, so I mean, the first thing I need to do is really free up my time so I can really dive deeper into building and
Yes.
scaling these accounts.
Very true.
I mean, I understand now, how to get these static IPs, which
Mhm.
I prefer to do than, the other way, which is finding someone to leave the laptop by.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's fun.
but before I do that, I need to find someone, evaluate them, um, and have them manage this account to free up my time so that I
Yes.
can now, start to get the laptops and set them up the correct way to start building,
True.
the other accounts.
True. And so just remember, like, make sure you build a strong relation. Like, they are your team, right? You're leading them, right? Like, I see Mark with his team, right? He's like their friends. Like, he's like, hey, Junior, how you doing? Like, they're so friendly. You know what I mean? It's like a different type of vibe. And actually, Mark hired people from, like, he went to Trinidad, and he was hiring people locally, right?
Mm,
So the relation has to be there, man. Make no mistake of that. Don't ever go into it with a corporate setting, because we don't have the same systems a corporate conglomerate would have. You're a small business, act like one. You know what I mean?
right.
Okay, good. So
Yeah,
good. So
care about people.
care
Right.
about people, your
Right.
customers on eBay, your employees, right? Take care of them. They're gonna take care of you. This is the main
Gotcha.
thing. Yeah. Okay.
Understood.
So that's it for me. I'm gonna end this call. Do you have anything else to say to anybody watching? Any advice or
Uh,
something?
yeah, I mean, you know what? This is the most successful I've been on eBay. So I would say definitely join Ecom Sniper and, start your entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah, no, this is gonna sound like a paid promotion now.
But it's
Okay.
all good. It's all
All
good.
good. Okay, thank you.